Open-air markets with stalls or even just vendors selling everything from fruits and vegetables to fish and fabric. Traditional markets in Korea have been part of the daily lives of Korean people, the Korean culture, for decades. But in recent years, we have been seeing a rapid decline of those marketplaces with mega discount stores and franchise supermarkets. But it is there at the most traditional local markets that Korea's young entrepreneurs and merchants have begun to open up new stores. Young merchants livening up marketplace. Our news feature tonight with Oh Jung-hee.
Traditional markets in Korea have lost some of their vitality over the past 20 years with the emergence of big corporate-run supermarkets, not to mention online shopping. The government has rolled out programs to try and help the markets compete, but the mostly elderly merchants found it hard to keep up. Now, the situation is changing. Merchants in their 20s or 30s are helping bring more customers into these traditional markets with new kinds of businesses and new strategies. Jeongneung Market in northern Seoul, where I am right now, has grown more energetic and youthful since late October, as 4 so-called young merchants have opened their own stores, selling things not usually found in traditional markets. Yulia sells tea and a type of Korean fruit preserves called chung. She's been interested in chung since she was a young girl because her mom made it herself. Now she hopes to offer people a moment of relaxation through a cup of tea. She always dreamt of starting her own business in Seoul and says she's grateful she could start in Jeongneung Market.
The city I'm from, Yeongcheon in Gyeongsangbuk-do province, still has 5-day markets. I used to go there a lot with my mom, so I have good memories about traditional markets. As you can see here, the atmosphere is friendly and warm. The elderly merchants here have welcomed us too, and gave us tips and know-how for selling our products.
Over at Gangdong-gu District's night market, Han Sung-ho sells grilled meat every Friday and Saturday. Though he had a job, he felt his future was uncertain, so he gave it up to start his first business. He says, contrary to the idea that traditional markets are old-fashioned, they're actually quite dynamic and alive, and that now has settled in successfully.
There were of course conflicts with the elderly merchants when I first came, because my being here would mean tougher competition. But as more young merchants came in and brought with them more customers, conflicts resolved themselves.
Behind the smooth landings of these young merchants are support programs designed by local governments, including the city of Seoul. The young merchants' entrance into traditional markets is seen as a way to attract more customers to the markets in general and therefore give them new life. It's also an alternative path for unemployed youth.
Those applying to our program have included young people who've prepared for a long time to start their own businesses, or those who had to abandon their businesses because of financial difficulties. We provide financial assistance, help with interior design, and offer training and consulting services.
The elderly merchants we've spoken to in the markets have all said the atmosphere has brightened since the young merchants have come.
A lot of the vendors are thankful that the market has been revitalized after these young merchants started selling here. We also have a lot more customers than before and earn about 40% more than we used to.
We're trying to communicate with these young merchants as much as possible because we have a lot to learn from them as well.
Experts also see this as a welcome phenomenon and say the government should encourage it through comprehensive policies.
This is a completely new way for young people to advance into society. It's also killing 2 birds with 1 stone, for young people who are not employed and for traditional markets that have been losing customers. The central government should be able to come up with comprehensive policies to further promote this.
The final key will be how the old and new ways of doing things can harmonize. The emergence of new products and strategies will create an impetus for both groups to teach and learn from each other, eventually adding a whole new color to their market. Oh Jung-hee, Arirang News.